Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Side Order. I am your host this morning, Odinson, and welcome to Scary Little Trees. I am happy, as always, to be here to paint for you all this morning. And before I get into it, I just want to remind you all to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Because, hey, here at Side Order, you will always have a seat at the table. So pull up a chair and join us. All right. Well, let's get into it with the usual place that I start. And we'll put a little background in there. So, that being said, let's find my colors. Sorry I missed out last week. Last week we had a little bit of something going on at the house here, and it was just pretty unavoidable for me to not be able to do this last week. But anyway, I'm back this week because all that has been dealt with. So, we are going to start a little painting here today. Wasn't sure until just recently what I'm going to paint, but I think I've figured it out. So let's get started. You want to come around here, Boo Boo, so you can see what I'm actually painting? You don't have to worry, the camera's facing that. It's facing the painting. See? That's right. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Or, well, I mean, Bob Ross has got a lot on me, but, you know, hey. I like to do what I can. How's it going today, Johnny? Welcome, co-host. Oh, that's too dark. Oh, that is way too dark. Oh, that's way too dark. Like ridiculously too dark. No, of course not. Why would I be? Plus that the little one's homesick from school today and she's out here watching, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's right here because she enjoys watching me paint. Painting with me sometimes. Okay. I got it. I got it all right here, Needle. Sorry, that's me with my paintbrush in my mouth again. That's about right. I'm doing quite well, quite well. I think I may have caught her cold from her, but I'll burn that bridge when I come to it. Okay, well, as usual, first things first, let's get my background down. My usual rusty red background. There we go. But I am glad to be back this week. I missed doing this last week, that's for sure. It's nice to be back here painting for all of you here on this fine Thursday morning. How's everybody out doing out there today? Any big exciting plans for this Thursday? I do know that we are pretty stoked because one of our favorite games here on the channel just got a massive update. And we are going to play that sucker here tonight at Sketchy's Contract. So come on back at 5. Check that out. And then at 8. Oh, hey, you're welcome. Also, welcome aboard. And I'm good. I'm do my best to have it come out great. I'm a painter of limited talent, but I do what I can. Welcome to the table. Someone there who's pulled up a chair and joined us. You can do. All right. There we go. Now you're probably all wondering, what am I painting today? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned and find out. I'm just happy that I got to come do this morning. I missed it last week immensely. And although I will admit I have been having some problems coming up with just exactly what I was going to paint today, I did come up with what I thought was a pretty good idea for what I'm going to paint. I have come up with something. So that's what we're going to do. There, okay. Do I want to maybe put another coat on that, make her a bit thicker? I don't know. Kind of do. Kind of do. Like this, right? I am running out of this color, but I think I would like to get all of it on me here. Right, like that. but in the end it will end up looking a little bit better, and that's of course what I'm wanting to do more than anything, is try to make it look there. Today's code word is paint. Yes, it is, because I'm happy to be back doing it. Very much so. Okay. I'll give that a minute to dry. I'll figure out from which angle I want to paint what I'm thinking of painting next. Hey, Karma, how's it going? I'm thinking I want to do it from a head-on view, so you can see what I'm going to paint head-on instead of in profile. I was thinking about doing profile, but I think what I'm going to do instead is do it from more of a head-on view. Yes, okay. So, I need a new color. Mixy time. Here we go. Whoa, hey. Huh, that was funny. Oh, got white paint everywhere a little bit. Okay, so I make that a little bit lighter color. I'm going to want the other thing to be a little darker. So I'm going to want that about a beige color. So we're going to go here and here. Yeah, here you go. There's a good sound. A wee dash of yellow. Try and beige it out a little. That. And I think that's going to give me the color I need. So, I'd like to get a more nice beige color, I think, because that's almost right. For what I'm going to paint the other thing. No, that needs a touch more brown. Just a touch more brown. There we go. Oh, look. Sorry. What I'm going to do is, now see, that's still not dark enough. It's still not quite dark enough. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, that's got it. Okay. Oh, hey, whoa. Got extra brushes flying out of my brush cup here accidentally. There we go. There. Now, I'm going to want that. I want it as it, so I want it here. This maybe? like that maybe, and across. Yeah, that's gonna get it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cross here. Not good at painting straight lines freehand. But that'll work. That will work. That might be a little too wet here underneath. And in case you're curious just to what I am painting, I am painting an evil tree writing its blog. Now, you might ask, what the hell am I talking about? Well, if you've ever watched our Sunken Land series, you'd get it. It's kind of a channel inside joke, but I'm going to make it into an actual painting. Why? I don't know, because I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be really amusing to turn what's basically a joke from our Sunken Land series into a physical painting, so that's what I'm doing. At least it's amusing me, so that's I guess. Okay. Now that's actually coming out just like I wanted it to. Then we do a slightly lighter beige. Maybe black. I'll probably do black because you know what? I made the desk a lighter color than I was originally thinking. Well, I mean, I do fine with that color and everything, but I didn't want to do the desk super. Hey, Ryan, how you doing today, man? Oh, good, good, good. Doing a little painting in the morning like I do every Thursday. Every Thursday. And I'm going to go work on the marble track because there's still some stuff to be done putting in people's headquarters. Like yours, Ryan. Like yours. Track itself runs beautifully. Figure 8, like I said it was going to be. And that part works. I've just got some decoration touch up to do that I'd like to get on. Okay, a table. Ish. Also, had a bit of a new experience on setting up this stream, in that I had to set up ads, which is something I've never had to do before. So that was pretty cool. Well, at least I'm pleased that here in our YouTube journey, we've at least made it that far. That's good. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to the marble race. I think everybody's gonna like what I've cooked up. Like I said, first track that does laps that we'll have done here, and the finals, the semifinals, and finals aren't going to be multiple races. I'm just going to add more laps to the race. Instead of a 3 heat race, we're going to do a 3 lap race in the semis, and I think that will make it very interesting. Ow, my eye. Oh, I got something in my eye. Okay. I gotta give that half a second to dry up a little bit because I gotta paint some stuff on top of it. So yeah, we'll have to. I'll have to do that. I mean, like I said, the track itself is actually finished. Mostly just decorations and that sort of thing. And even that, I've got about a third done, so maybe more. I don't know. Once you're down to the decorating phase, that's kind of the quick part. As a member, you also have access to the onion ring emoji, which was created for a Karma Jolt member, actually, Nick D. I did that one myself. Take a moment to clean my brushes here with my incredibly horrible cloth. Yeah, that's it right there. Yep, that is correct. That is correct. That the very same. The very same. He comes on our stream sometimes. Well, at least he used to. Haven't seen him in a while, actually. Okay, now that's good. It's still going to be a little wet, though. Now, yeah, that's what I expected. It's all good, man. I'm sure he'd come if he could, but I mean, hey. Oh, so he lives in Sweden, right? So the time difference is a bit of a killer from Eastern Standard Time to not even sure what the time is in Sweden, like the time zone. Okay, now I like to avoid it being. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, you have a good one, Karma. Pittsburgh. Hey, I'm a Steelers fan, so nice. Mm. See, now I need to put up the back of a computer monitor, and here's where my dilemma is, and maybe you can help me out with this, Chad. Is now I was thinking about doing like an old school big blocky monitor just to get the point across of what it really is, but I don't know. Nobody computer monitors aren't like that anymore, so that seems absurd. So if I'm thinking do a black one, right? Now the problem with that is how much of it do I actually want to put into the painting? I don't want to obscure too much of everything with it, but I don't want to make it too small and ridiculous looking either. Maybe I put it here and angle it just slightly so I can put a keyboard or something resembling it in there. Okay, so if I okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I think I got it. I think I've got it. I think I got what I should do here. First of all, I'm gonna need some white as well. Okay, let's get that ready. Here we go. Okay, black. Black. I'll probably need some white, so I'm gonna keep that handy. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. It's always find the right brush to paint when I'm not trying to paint now. There it is. There. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it in right about here. Yeah, that's gonna get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Perfection. I like it. Okay, that's gonna. I'll need to smooth the edges on that out. But right now, let's just get that in there. Yeah, it is a little too wet. Okay. Down into it. And just let it sit for a second. Gotta let that sit for a second. It's there. We'll sharpen that edge there. There we go. Yeah, but just put a little more straightening on those. Gotta let that under part there dry a little more. There. There it is. But at least it does sort of look like what I was trying for, so I'll add a little shading for depth and whatever. My white paint, once I've got that all in. I'm just wanting to let this dry because I can't have that running into my other paint. That would be a distinct issue. Don't want things running together all weirdly. That would be bad. A little sip of my drink here. Mm. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. I need to, I need to paint the computer. The evil tree, of course, is writing his blog. Should I put the tower right here? Hmm? Put a tower right there? Maybe? Paint some fans onto it. Some fans with grids on them or something onto it. That might add a little bit of detail that might be nice. Yeah, I might just do that actually. Might just do that actually, just to put something else in the frame. How's this dry? Not dry enough. That's actually a pretty good idea, and I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's actually a pretty damn good idea, and I think that that's exactly what I will do. Because it gives me a little more foreground depth. And in the end, I think that'll end up looking a lot better. I don't think that depth in the foreground is going to end up being a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Also, weirdly, I thought the show is called Scary Little Trees, so let's paint a tree. I don't know. Made sense to me. But I don't really do landscapes, so painting a tree for me is always going to end up like this or something. I'm not a particularly, hey, this painting's going to look really real kind of painter. I'm more of the, how the hell did you come up with that kind of a painter. Okay. Perfect. Actually, that's coming out pretty good. Ah, well, hey, welcome to the table, Ryan. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying Scary Little Trees, watching me paint badly. I do so enjoy doing it, though. I got to admit that this is one of the favorite things I do every week. I absolutely love doing this. So okay, yeah. The biggest problem I have with it is that because I'm doing acrylics, painting layers into things sometimes takes a little time. Like right now, it's like my table's still too wet on this side here for me to actually paint that side, but I really want to. Have a little drink my drink here. Oh, getting paint on myself again. That's not a surprise. Every time I do this. You mean like this one? Huh, guess what? Guess what I have? Actually, heck. Guess what I have two of? Batteries in this one dead? Batteries in this one must be dead. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, I actually have a USB fan. That's actually a really good point and a great idea. Let me just plug this sucker in. Okay, do I have another USB? I do have another USB port. Hooray! How about that? Great thought there, Glyph. Great thought. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Josh. Welcome to Scary Little Trees, our weekly adventure into painting. Where our channel's very own, not nearly as good as Bob Ross, but wish I was. Paint. I need some more black paint. In fact, I'm gonna have to go get a few colors of paint soon. Starting to run low on a few things, and it's not happy. Need to go on a little bit of an art supply run if I intend to continue doing this. So that's something I gotta keep in mind. Let me tell you something. I do intend to keep on doing this. So I'm gonna need to get those supplies. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm impressed. I think you can actually tell what that is, which is, what I was going for. Right? Like, I mean, you can sort of tell what that is at least. Oops, I just got some paint on my camera. Yeah, we need gray. Blurred some white in there. Way too much. That was way too much. Oh yeah, making a big gray mess. Okay, now something fine. That's the guy. That's the guy. That's a little too much. That. Okay, and now to suggest keys without actually having painted them in there. That's the trick here. Loose brush. There. That's the trick here, right? So probably not one I'm going to be able to pull off. We're going to do what we can. Okay, actually, not bad. Okay. It's actually apparent what that all is. I think. So I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Now we're gonna give that a second. Then we're gonna add. Oh, oh, ah. And it's also one thing we're working on getting me an actual full size stand up easel, which I would appreciate a lot more for doing this. Um, Allow me to actually stand up and be in camera shot. So, you can see me paint and I can turn and actually talk to you, make this a little more like a show. The only real thing holding us up from that is, of course, I need a full size easel. Yeah, we're working on getting me one. Yeah, I need a full size easel. Is mostly what's holding that up. So then we need a nice rich wood brown to start painting in our horror tree, our horrible evil tree. So brown, 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 and brown. That. Oh, my butt's going numb though. That's the other thing about doing this. Oh, beautiful. That made like a nice chocolate brown. Oh, that's exactly the color I want my tree to be. Love it. Love it. And hey, don't forget, y'all, we are coming back today at 5 with Sketchy's contract, which has had a huge update. Yeah, Sketchy's contract has had a huge update, and I am looking forward personally to playing that. Sketchy's contract has been a long time channel favorite, so I can't wait until we can get into a little bit of that. I think that's going to be quite fantastic. Oops, I just stuck my hand in my leftover gray paint, which there's quite a lot of because I made way more than I need. Yeah, there. Tree. Okay, very nice. So at least I've got border in here where my tree is going to be. So now that's 100. Branches. Okay, and we paint in this nice little tree here. But he's not nice. This is an evil tree. Writing his evil blog. This is not a happy little tree. This is a scary little tree. I couldn't possibly paint a happy little tree. Who are you talking to? Oh, we're gonna get our tree in here like this, right? Well, mostly. I mean, yes, I haven't painted the top, but there's gonna be leaves in there. That's gonna be leaves, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes, I am trying purposely to paint this in nice and thick like that. Yes, I am doing that on purpose. I don't usually do anything on these that I don't mean to do. At least I try not to anyway. Branches, that. Let the tree be right here. Like so. There we go. Very nice. Okay, I think I'm going to be more than happy with that. Production all the way around there. That's pretty good. Now we're going to have to put the leaves and the face and the hands typing onto the tree. So what we're going to do, we're going to paint that, right? And we're going to have a branch coming out and down like this. Similar on the other side. Right here. And yes, I know that's not even. I actually don't want it to be straight out like that. And then down. Straight out and then down. Right? Then we need a darker brown. We need a darker brown to do the hands and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that because this is all too wet for me to quite finish today. So, thank you very, very, very much for joining me here today on Scary Little Trees. As always, it's my absolute pleasure to come on here on Thursday mornings and paint for an hour and a half, or however long I do it here today with you all. And I'm glad that you joined me. I have, of course, been Odinson, and this has been the Side Order. We will be back, as promised, at 5 p.m. with the Sketchy's contract update. I can't be alone, and quite looking forward and being quite excited about that. That is going to be just fantastically fun, and they've really added a lot to the game that I just can't wait to come show to you. Well, thank you, Asen. Just wait, I haven't put the face of the leaves on it yet. That's next week, so make sure you come on back. Like I just said there, next week I will finish this one and start something new. I think I got something in mind for a larger painting. I was feeling a little artist block this morning, and glad I did come up with something I was pretty excited to do. So that's always good. Oh, there will be more to it next week. Absolutely. As I said, I'm going to add a face, leaves, hands on the keyboard, maybe some sort of glow off the monitor. I'm not sure. I'm not really good at doing that kind of effect, so I might skip that. But that is next week. So thank you very, very, very much for joining me. As I said, I have been Odinson. This has been the Side Order and Scary Little Trees. We will be back at 5 and 8 with more exciting stuff, so make sure you join us then. And I will see you all next time.